Well, thank you so much for being with us here on KREM 2 News at noon. I'm Jen Yorick. Laura Papetti is off today. A 15-year-old cold case is coming to a close today in North Idaho. In about an hour and a half, a sentencing hearing will get underway for Stephen Lott in connection to the death of his ex-wife. Earlier this year, Lott entered an Alford plea. It acknowledges there is enough evidence to convict him in the disappearance of Christine Lott. However, it does not admit any guilt. Christine was last seen 15 years ago in Priest River. Authorities found her body in 2016. A sentencing hearing is scheduled to begin at 1:30 p.m. today in Sandpoint. A Washington soldier died in combat while serving overseas. Leaders say Sergeant First Class Jeremy Griffin died in action yesterday in Afghanistan. He was from Tennessee and based at Joint Base Lewis McChord. This was his fourth combat deployment. He was 40 years old. Well, happening right now on Capitol Hill, looks like they might be in a brief recess here. President Trump's former campaign manager, Corey Lewandowski, is testifying on Capitol Hill. Again, they're taking a brief recess here. This is part of a House Judiciary impeachment hearing. He is testifying on the Mueller report and allegations the White House directed aides to defy subpoenas. The committee is investigating whether to recommend impeachment for President Trump. Well, closer to home, we're turning our attention to the weather. It looks beautiful outside right now, like a painting even. Evan Arani, though, is tracking some cooler weather and showers moving in this afternoon.
Jen, that's exactly right. We started off our morning with dry skies. We had a good amount of cloud cover as the morning began, but now into the afternoon hours, those clouds have cleared up quite a bit, giving us a good chance to start to warm up. So we're still at 57 degrees, a bit chilly outside. Only going to see afternoon highs in about the low to mid 60s, but here's satellite radar right now. All those showers off toward western Montana are now out of our region. They're off towards central Montana and eastern Montana, but take a look at the left-hand side of your screen. Those showers that are just now pushing over the Cascades, well, those are about to greet the Moses Lake area with some rain. Those will then continue all the way through eastern Washington and North Idaho tonight and into tomorrow. So here's that hour-by-hour forecast. It looks like those clouds are going to come along by about 4 p.m. and you could really see that chance of showers pick up into the overnight hours. So that means that Spokane will likely encounter maybe a sprinkle or two between about 5 and 10 p.m. But after 10 p.m., that's when our best shot at some showers comes. We really start to see those temperatures dip back down. Again, afternoon highs only going to make it to about 64 degrees this afternoon. It is 12:03. Coming up in just a bit, we'll be talking more about when we finally see a break from all of that wet weather.
Evan, thank you. New at noon, the death toll is growing from illnesses linked to vaping. California authorities confirmed a death today, bringing the death toll to 7 nationwide. It comes as leaders confirmed 2 vaping-related illnesses in Spokane County. The Spokane Regional Health District leaders say there are no deaths in Washington state. The Department of Health will review the cases. Experts will compare the illnesses to CDC guidelines to illustrate what doctors should watch for.
Vaping is not safe. Everyone should be aware of the risk for severe lung disease and avoid vaping at this time until the cause of this outbreak is known.
Well, one of the local victims is in their 20s and the other is a teenager. Doctors say their symptoms included shortness of breath, dry coughs, and chest pain. It's still unclear, though, exactly what caused them to get sick. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention leaders say there were no new cases of measles last week. That's the first time that's happened in 11 months. Leaders say there are still more than 2,100 cases across 31 states. It is still the largest outbreak in the U.S. since 1992. Well, it has been a mystery for centuries, but now there could finally be a cure for the common cold. KREM 2's Dana Marie McNichol connects the dots.
Scientists say they've come up with a way to stop the common cold, an achievement that has allured doctors for hundreds of years. So how do they do it? Let's connect the dots. The common cold has always been really tough to fight because it is caused by something called rhinoviruses, and not just one, but around 160 different rhinoviruses. And they can mutate so quickly and easily that coming up with a treatment is like trying to nail down Jell-O. But in a new study in the journal Nature Microbiology, researchers at Stanford and the University of California, San Francisco took a different approach. You see, individual viruses don't have all the components needed to replicate. Instead, they infect a cell and steal what they need. So researchers used modified cells with the protein needed for viruses to reproduce, switched off. It stopped the common cold dead in its tracks. When it comes to using the treatment in humans, scientists are not suggesting genetically modifying humans, but using drugs to suppress that protein temporarily. A medical achievement that is nothing to sniffle about. Connecting the dots, I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
All right, Dana Marie, thank you so much.